My name is Lisa Ramsey, and I'm coming to you from our corporate office in North Carolina. Hey, as you're hopping on, just say hey. Let me know that you're watching. Today is Win It Wednesday. All right, so for today, we have a stencil that has been retired that you could win if you answer this question. So if you want to know the question, it is up in the body of this video. Um, and this one is called Frontline Heroes. And this is back from a couple years ago. I think this is 2020 we did this. And so it says Frontline Heroes, and then it's got the heartbeat with a heart around it. We've got something for the police, the fire department, and the medical field. So my question to you for today is, the question you need to answer is any of your family members, or any of your family members in any of these frontline positions? And if they are, please let us know which ones. All right, so frontline for me, my father was a police officer. My daughter is a critical care nurse practitioner. Then I have other family members that are nurses. And let's see, I think that's it. And then my husband was in the military, and we have kids that are in the military. So as far as like frontline, currently is my daughter. She's a critical care nurse practitioner, and then a couple other ladies in our families that are daughter and daughter-in-law who are nurses. So yay. So question of the day, are you or anyone in your family a frontline hero? And just as what's pictured here today doesn't have to be the only answer, but let me know if you are, and then what service they provide, or what part do they play. So I'm going to put this over to the side, and then the ladies are going to select a winner from all of your comments. Just kind of throw them out there, and then you could be entered, or you will be entered if you answer, to win this Frontline Heroes from 2020 retired stencil. Only way you can get it right now. So I'm going to put this off to the side so we can grab a winner tomorrow on that. Okay, so the project I want to work on today is a stencil called, oh, by the way, guys, do you remember what I did last week? Last Wednesday I did cold 24/7. It says, yes, I'm cold. Me 24/7. It's got snowflakes. And if you remember, I did my sleeves in the snowflakes. So this is me showing you my finished project. I just let it sit overnight to dry, and then hit it with heat press, and it is good to go forever. This is actually my first day wearing it, so I'm super jazzed about wearing it. I love the color too. I think it turned out great. And if you remember, I mixed colors to get this color, two different blues that we have, to get this same color to match. All right, so what I'm going to do is I am going to jump into my project for today, and it is, again, another cold thing, right? I've got fall behind me on this backdrop, but this is about winter. I had an idea that I really wanted to do and share with you guys with this stencil. It says hello winter, and as you can see, I've already started working with it, and it's got the ice skates. Now I had a lot of fun making this one, hoping that you guys would enjoy it. And for today's project, what I wanted to do is give you an idea about how you could use it. Right, we could use it on a chalkboard, a yard flag, on our shirts, all kinds, all the things. So, but I'm going to do a little bit of mixed media with you today, and I hope that you will enjoy it. Just stick around till the end so you can see how it turns out. So prior to coming live, I went ahead and just taped off the ice skates, and I used cerulean blue ink. And this is just a piece of fabric. I'm going to do one with you so you can see how I did it. But that's sitting here getting ready to move forward with our project. Now, what I wanted to do, I said mixed media. So I'm going to use fabric. I'm going to stuff it. I'm going to make a stuffy. I'm going to put some cool little pics in there. You'll have to see. And then I wanted to put it on something so that I could hang it on my door. I mean, I could hang that on my door, but the skates, I think, are just really like the focal point. And I needed like a backdrop for it to rest on. So think about that. I was thinking I could go with this 12-inch MDF round. Let me set that off to the side because it's not the winner. I could go with these, a pair of these door tags, and these are the unpainted ones. I'm setting that aside because they didn't win either, but I'm just showing you possibilities, okay? And then I had really in mind this 15-inch round. And then I thought, I don't want to go there either. I want to do something a little bit different. I do a lot of rounds. So what I wanted to do is use our white painted door tags. Now this comes in a set of two, and this is what I'm going to be working with today. So I've got the Hello Winter stencil. I will be using our glittering black chalk paste. I didn't want to like so stark, just like everything's going to kind of be glittery around here, so I wanted it to go with that. And then I'm using the Vivid Cerulean blue ink. All right, so let me open this up, and I am going to go ahead and chalk the Hello Winter on it, and then we will use the stencil to do our ink part of it. Now, I wanted to do the, oops, losing days. I wanted to do the chalk part first because it's a little bit easier. It can dry, it'll be okay. The ink, I didn't want to do first and then try to put it on my board and risk getting ink on my board. It's just not as forgiving, and I didn't, you know, I'm in my shop, so I don't have a chance to go wash it. All right, so it comes in a 2-pack, like I said. They're already ready to go. Now I'm going to take one, and I'm going to, like I said, take Hello Winter. Now I did already use the stencil in the bottom part, and I'll go over that with you again for as an example to show you on the ice skates. I've seen a couple of people do the ice skates, and they look so darling. But I haven't used the top part, and since this is my first time, I do want to go ahead and use our tacky towel, and I am going to remove the stencil and put it on the tacky towel so that it comes off a little bit easier on that board. Okay, so I'm just going to pick up a little bit of lint. If you don't have the tacky towel, it's super helpful. On the other side is like a quick drying. That's what the gray is for, quick dry, and the lint, to pick up the lint, is on the green side. Okay, so I'm just picking up a little bit of lint so it'll release easier from that board. I don't have to wrestle it down, right? All right, so I'm going to find a place for this. Now, I am going to show you what it is that I want to do. I'm going to give you an idea. So I'm going to put Hello Winter right here. I am not going to stencil the rest because we're going to do something fun with that. And then I'm going to probably have a bow. We'll see. But I'm definitely going to have some picks and stuff. So actually, let me move this up just a little bit. So I want a little bit of separation between the words and the where I'm going to hang the or glue. I probably will glue the shoes or the ice skates so that I've got plenty of room for the beautiful picks. Look what I picked up. I went to Hobby Lobby and I started thinking, like, what could I do that's really unusual? I like the color blue for winter. Well, you already see it, right? And I found these great picks. I've got a lot of like fancy schmancy glittery things going on here, and we're going to see how it comes together. All right, so I am going to go ahead and put my Hello Winter up here. And I'm going to use my glittering black chalk paste. This is one of my favorites. It's subtle. It's not too stark. And that's one of the reasons that I like it. It's just got a little bit, a hint of like a sparkle, but you could also say that it's just soft enough to where it's almost like it's a little bit older. So that's why I like it. All right, I'm going to grab some of that and squeegee it onto my stencil. And you're going to see, like, in a second here, the difference between black and this this chalk paste here, the glittering black. Now, I didn't tape anything off. I could have taped off like right around here so that I didn't get any of the florals in there, but I'm just eyeballing it, and unfortunately I don't have my glasses, so I'm also not going to be able to probably see your comments. So, but we're gonna roll with it. If I make a mistake, let me know because yeah, I forgot to put my glasses on. All right. So I'm just squeegeeing this off, and then squeegeeing it on at like a 45-degree angle, and then at a 90, I'm going through and I am scraping off what I don't need. I'm going to put the remainder in this container and set that off to the side. And then we're going to do our fun little peel and reveal. I'm going to just start pulling down. Now I like to grab both corners and pull straight down because I don't want to stretch it. So I'm going to pull straight down. I'm just going to go a little bit at a time in case I miss some, then I can roll it back over. I did miss a little bit on this W. Perfect. Okay. Oh wait, I actually want a little bit more right there. Much better. All right, so here we go. Let me set this off to the side. All right, so here I have the Hello Winter. That's not the fantastic part, okay? That's just the beginning of this project. I'm gonna set this aside and we're gonna let it dry while we work on the rest, okay? Let me put it up over here and out of the way. All right, so the next piece, like I said, I just got some fabric. Here's some muslin. This one was just some other fabric that I had, so like broadcloth. You can use whatever. I'm gonna try this muslin. I wasn't sure how much it would want to change things, so I'm just gonna cut myself a little strip of it, a little piece of it. I guess big enough for the ice skates. Then I'm going to take my ink mat, and I'm going to place this right on my ink mat. I didn't, look you guys, I did not iron that at all. I'm not a good ironer. I used to iron a lot for my mom. When I was a kid, she would pay me, like, I had to know the rules of ironing, right? And then she would pay me per shirt to iron my dad's shirts. So, you know, and there's a specific way, like you have to hang it and all the things. All right, so now I've got the, see, I didn't even need to iron that. And I just smoothed it out, no wrinkles, and I'm good to go, ready to go on the, hey, I'm ready to go on inking. All right, so I'm just gonna put my skates up towards the top, kind of save myself my fabric, because I'm probably gonna use this bottom part. All right, so I put it all the way up here, we see? And now what I'm gonna do is, you can choose to ink right away on this, but you guys know what a messy crafter I am. So I'm gonna go ahead and use some tape, and I'm gonna tape over those flowers, okay? Because I don't want those in here at all. Oh gosh, help me, no glasses. All right, I'll do my best here. This is like, how in the world, why did I come here without glass? Why did I start this without glasses? You guys ever do that? You're like, wait, I don't have my eyes with me. All right, so I think that's looking pretty good. Let me set this aside. We'll use that again in a minute. All right, so see what I've done? I've just taped off the part that I don't want. All right, now I am going to take my Vivid Cerulean. I love this blue. It's such a beautiful blue, especially for winter. It's just got that, you know, just a beautiful Pantone, beautiful colors. All right, so I'm going to go in with my blue cerulean, and I am, or Vivid Cerulean it's called, and I'm just going to ink just the ice skates, okay? And I'm going to just really scrape the, or drag the ink across my stencil. I'm not going to push into the stencil with the ink, because I don't want it to get up underneath the stencil and onto the fabric where I don't want it, right? I don't want it to bleed, essentially. All right, so I'm just sort of like raking it across, making sure I get plenty everywhere. I'm going to show you what that looks like here in a second. All right, so this is what that looks like. All right, so now it looks like I have, you know, no glasses, so forgive me, but it looks like I have good coverage. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrape off what I don't need. So that's just the excess. There's no reason for us to have excess. It just really makes it harder to clean, and we you know, waste our medium. So we just scrape that off, and anything we don't need, gonna scrape right into this jar. All right, let me set that aside, and we will do the peel and reveal on these skates. All right. Oh, so cute. Let me put this to the side. I'm going to show you the skates. I love these skates. And I just had to put the, you know, those little snowflakes on them when I was making them. See the skates? All right. So now with the skates, I want them dry. I actually think I'm going to use, I don't know, should I use this or this? I feel like maybe like the muslin is better choice for what I'm doing today. Never mind. I will go with the broadcloth one, you guys, because, and I'm going to say this for another project, because guess what I'm using this, I have got 2-pack. So I can make 2 of these. One for me and one for somebody else that maybe I'll go visit their house, bring a gift, or somebody I love. All right, so I'm going to put this aside and let it dry. And we will move on with the one that I did earlier and is already dry. All right, so this is my idea. So let's just do it, see what happens. Let's get some more of that broadcloth that I had used before. And I am just going to cut off enough to where it's like the same size as the skates. Okay, I just got another little piece. Actually, let me put this aside. And so what I'm gonna do is I want to make this a stuffy, but you know, so we have the skates here. I don't want to make it like a whole stuffy, like, you know, the whole thing kind of puff out. I want to have a little bit of definition where the skates are. So what I'm going to do, you can see really well from the other side, and that's the reason I chose this fabric, but I'm going to turn it upside down, and then I am going to sort of, you know, like I said, help me on the skates. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with my glue gun, and I am going to come around the outline of the skates, even in between, even in between them, so that I can make the skates actually stand out, and this area right here, not so much, okay? So I am going to do the part around the skates first and lay my cloth over it so it will grab on real well. All right, let me do the rest. Now the skates come together, right? So I don't have to worry about the other parts. So now I'm going to do right around the edge of the skates at the bottom. And I'm just going to go a little bit at a time all the way around, and then I'm going to leave the top open because I got something special for that. All right. So we want to leave some space open at the top. We want to leave space open for this project. At the top here, remember like we had the stencils, the floral was coming out. We want to leave space here and space here so that we can put the florals there. So again, it's just so easy to see the outline from the back here, which was thankfully worked in my favor here, choosing this fabric. And looks like, okay. Looks like I've got it going all the way around. Let me just check real quick. Nothing's gonna pop out at me. Hey, if it does, I'll just use my glue gun and I'll seal it shut, right? When we get further along. Okay. Oh my gosh. Glasses. I don't know. How many of you like me? You're like, I need those glasses. I need those glasses. Okay. All right. So now what I've got here are my skates, and I'm going to go ahead and just cut around them. I'm going to leave a little bit of a margin. Margin for error. No, I don't want to like lose the design of the skate. And in addition to that, the glue is there too. So I don't want to cut through any of that. See, I'm coming just about 1/4 of an inch from the design. And now I'm gonna leave a lot of room at the top. I'm not really sure yet what I'm gonna do. So I'm leaving room. Don't want to cut into that the glue that I just put on, so I'm going right at the edge of the glue, but also sticking with the shape. So this was like some random brainchild I had, you guys, so cross your fingers for me. Cheer for me. Cheer for me. Hope this works out, right? I have a feeling about this. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Okay. All right, so I will show you what this looks like. All right, so now I've got some skates. They look kind of fun. And what I want to do is start stuffing them. I'm going to stuff them with floral, but before I do that, I am going to use actual real stuffing from an old pillow. Now, my pillows, you know, once they get to where they don't have really good life anymore, I just use them for crafting. There's no reason for me to buy any fiber fill if I've got plenty of that in my pillows. So I just go ahead and keep them for crafting in my craft room. So I'm going to take a little bit at a time and just kind of stuff them in there. Didn't leave a very big opening on this one. Now I got this little paintbrush squeegee out just to like stuff it, you know, push it down in there. I'm going to show you what that looks like in a second here. Oh, I almost wish I would have done like right where the skate is, but I think that would be too much. Or the blade, I mean the blade. Now I like this because I think it's giving, you know, it's going to give a three-dimensional look. And it's going to pop up off the board. So, hey, if you guys would just let me know who has used this stencil. I mean, I've been seeing you guys, some of our creators in our creators group, been very, very creative. Okay, see, now I'm stuffing that down in there, and I can see right here on the edge, I either cut that glue off or I just didn't put any there, so I'm going to put some in there. Super forgiving project. All right. Here's my skates coming along. All right. I'll keep on going until I get it to where I want it. And then we're going to put it on the board and we're going to start decorating. I'm just pushing this in between. See, I've made just a little tiny space here. My thumb's right in there for the opening of each of the skate, at the top of each of the skate. Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Thanks for tuning in and watching this project. If you like what you're seeing, please sprinkle it around. Give me a big, what do you say? You know, Facebook doesn't like it when you say certain things. But if you would sprinkle, which means SHARE, right? And or give me a thumbs up or whatever, I would appreciate that. And that just helps me know that you guys are enjoying our content and that you're finding it useful. We try to not only do projects with you, but also bring you new and fun ideas. Or, you know, maybe the ideas are a little bit older, but we haven't done them in a long time and it's new for the season. But we do try to do new and exciting projects with you guys. All right, here I got my skates. Let me put a little bit more in there. I don't want to put too much because the next part I'm going to need to have a little bit of room. All right, I am going to next kind of fray the edges to give it sort of an old world look. Now, if you have never frayed the edges of your fabric, a great way to get that fraying started is to use a piece of sandpaper. Even if you're going to, like, you're pulling threads or you're just roughing it up. I like to just use a piece of sandpaper or a sanding block, and you just go along the edge. You see what's happened so far? Right here. It does it really quick for you. So I'm just going to do that because I do want like that, like I said, like that old world feel, like it's a little bit on the rustic side. I'm not going to distress this one. I'm just going to, you know, rough up the fabric just a smidge or fray it. And then it's probably going to get a lot of roughing up outside on my on my front porch, right? All right, things are looking good. And there are my skates. All right, I'm going to put the skates on the board, and then I am going to stuff them. I'm going to put them down here at the bottom, right down here. Not all the way. They look like they're falling off. Not all the way. Okay. All right, next up, let me get rid of this stuffing. We'll probably need it again. Just kind of like fill the whole thing out when we're done. All right, so next part is now we are going to put some floral inside of them. So I've got all these picks, and I'm just going to randomly kind of just choose some stuff. Where are my, oh, here are my scissors. All right, so I've got this. I wanted part of this, but I think some of this is too much. However, I might use it for the bow. So I'm just going to pull this apart a little bit, see what we can do with it. Pop some of these off. There we go. I'll know, what do you guys think? Maybe I won't go with the blue. Let's see if the blue is going to work for us, okay? So I'm going to stuff them right inside here, okay? See that? Actually need to roll this down a little bit. All right, but we'll get to that at the end. All right, so I've got this and this. Maybe I don't want that. All right, and then I've got a bunch of, look how cool these are. See if they say anything, what they're called. Oh, good thing I have my glasses, but it's not really helping me right now. All right, let me get some of this out of here. Pretty, isn't that pretty? Let me see, pushing that down in there, how that looks. Yep, she's going for it. Okay, but I don't think I need like it to be that tall. So I don't see any, I'll just twist it up. Okay, and then I'm definitely going to want, look at these. Aren't these really nice? All right, I'm going to want some of those. So let me push that down in there as far as it will go. It's kind of covering up my winter, but I'm perfectly fine with that. Let me grab some of these. So you gotta just yank these things apart, you know. All right, I want some of this in there. What do you think? Is that looking good so far? And I don't know, like maybe I will or maybe I won't do the same on each one. I'll cut this one apart because I don't need all that. That's coming along nice, isn't it? I feel like it still needs a pop of color, so let me try this. Some of you guys are really good at that. Need to help me out here. Help me. Okay, that's coming along. I like that color. All right, let me get those. Oh, I didn't use this guy here. Let me see if I can cut off a little bit and just use some of that. I feel like even though they're small, like it's just gonna add so much to put more in there. Okay, that's what I'm going with. And I'm gonna do another one on the other side. Maybe I'll do a little different, we'll see. I definitely want some more of this stuff. Look at all that glittery stuff on it. Isn't it adorable? All right, I'm gonna put that in there. And I'm just placing it right now. I'm not committing per se to it, okay? Ah! Definitely not because it fell out. All right, need to put these little sprigs in here. Sort of maybe coming off the side. That would be cute. All right, I'm all kind of like stuck on what I'm doing here. All right. Don't tell anybody I just did that with my scissors. Okay. And this one will come here. And oh, you guys, I'm super excited. Okay, time for us to move on. I'm going to save these for another project. And then I think I'm going to use this for this project. Yep, I am. Just snip these things apart. That's what I do. Okay, you don't have to, you're not beholden to however they are made. Just snip them apart and use it the way you want. Same with these. I'm going to have to snip these apart too. Okay, we're almost done. We're almost done. All right, let me get these glued in place. I'm going to get the background. Let me glue the back. Oh, keep moving it around. I'm going to glue this down. I left just a little bit of the top, and I'm going to glue that in place right now. So it doesn't go anywhere. Let me know too if you guys plan to do this. Plan to make this. It's super easy and cute, and I would say go for it. I guess we could hold the comments on the cute until we actually get it finished, right? Okay. Stick another one in there. And let's get the blue. We're almost there. Yep, I'm liking the blue. I got to pull the blue off this one. Nope. I don't want that blue. It doesn't look that nice. This is the one I want. They don't both have to be the same, right? They can be a little different. Here we go. I'm going to finish it up now. By just kind of shoving these in there. I just stuck some glue in there, and I'm just shoving these in here now. No rhyme or reason to them. And let me put one of these in. I hope you guys are having a good day so far. I know I am. It is a beautiful day. All right. Let me get some of these in here, and we will wrap it up on both sides. We'll finish it up, add a nice bow, and we will be done, okay? All right, I don't think I need this big guy in there. I think that's too big, don't you? I think it's too big. It's like overcrowding everything. Let me take that out of there. And I'll just put these little guys in there. And then we'll be done with that. Let me put some more of this in. It's a little bit of a fight. Come on, get in there. And I like to have some like hanging over the side a little bit too. I think it just adds a little more dimension. Sometimes it's easier if you just if you have glue on your floral before you stick it in there. It just wants to stick a little bit better. Okay, last one. Then we're going to close it up, make a nice bow, and we're going to call it a day on this project. All right, so here we are so far. We're not done, but here we are so far on what it looks like. I am just going to fold this over and glue it in place. And we will be done with this project. Oh, you know, I probably should have stuffed it a little bit more, but I'm gonna leave it like this for now. I might do more later. Okay, this is what we have. Is that pretty? That's pretty, pretty, pretty. I love it. All right, so lastly, we're going to put let me get all the sparkly stuff out of the way. And lastly, we are going to put some, a big bow on it. So let me work on the bow. I'll put it all together. You know what? Oh, gosh, you know what I forgot is these little jingles. My idea was I would, bells. What am I saying, jingles? Is that I would create some shoelaces and hang the bells off of them. Okay, so I might do that depending on the time, kind of running close to it. So let me just grab some ribbon. I'll make a bow. And then we'll wrap it up. It's almost a play on words there, huh? Wrap it up with a bow. I got some a bluish silver, and this is something I got like at Michael's years ago. And this one is a silver, almost like a. This has got more dimension to it. It looks like it's I don't know, like velvety kind of, you know, like a crushed velvet look. I don't know. Have to deal with that later because it is getting in the way. Get a couple of those. And you guys, I'm not being really methodical about it. All right, we got that. And then I have some white, just some white with some silver on it, and it's got a really cool, pretty pattern. Oh, I feel rushed. Okay, and then I could put white with, yeah, I'll do that. Then I've just got plain old white. That's a lot of white. How about this guy? Let's see what this will do. And it's just like this mesh. I think this is actually, yeah, it's from the craft corner. It's from the Dollar Tree. So I'll just get a little bit of that. I just went through my stash and grabbed everything that was white, silver, and blue. Okay. All right. So now I am going to um, just take my ribbon and cross them over. Get all this stuff out of the way so you guys can see. I'm sorry. All right. So I'm going to just do a cross over. Okay. I don't like huge bows. That's up to you guys. So I am just crossing it like this. I'm laying it down. Gonna do another one. I'm not even concerned about if they're the same size or anything because this is just gonna be an interesting bow. I've got my silver. Hey, you guys are enjoying this project? Me too. Okay, so we'll just keep on going, and you know, this is my method of madness here. You may or may not choose to follow what I'm doing, but for me, it's easier just to kind of get it going. All right, let's see if I'm really at all interested in this piece. I don't know for sure. Hmm. I think I'm not going to do this one. All right, so now I'm just going to put all my bows together. I'm going to squish them in the middle. I am just taking the big ones first. I don't think it matters, guys, how you do it. I'm going to take then the white-ish one. It's about the same size, not in width, but you know, for what I cut. Then I'm going to take my gray slash silver, pinch it right in the middle, and add it to this. Now we'll do the same with this one. You know, I'm going to flip this one the other way because actually it's kind of cool with this silver on the back of it. So I got silver and I got like this grayish silver. And that is my bow. Let me grab a zip tie and I will zip tie it and then I'll show you what my vision was for this whole project, okay? Let me turn it the other way. Now, when you zip tie these, it's a really great method, right? Especially if you you know, you're trying to hold all the things and then you're trying to fluff them out, and you know, sometimes your fingers want to work and sometimes they don't, and then you can just really like pull it tight. All right, so I'm going to fluff out my bow. Sorry, let me cut. I'm going to dovetail the ends of them. You can do anything you want with it. You can just do it on a slant. I'm just having to do it on a dovetail. They're not all the same size, and I'm not concerned about that at all, because you guys know how I roll on my ribbons, my bows, don't you? If you've been watching very long, you know I'm just kind of roll with it. All right, and it's going to be fine. It's going to be beautiful, actually. Midweek, how's everybody's week going? Midweek, it is, as of this filming, it is Wednesday. So, am I getting all these? Yeah, I'm getting all these. All right. Ready to see my bow? Oh, I got to fluff it out first. Man, I almost just cut myself. All right. All right, so now I'm going to just fluff it out. Looking to see if I actually did cut myself. I'll fluff it out. It is getting really warm in this place, I'll tell you right now. And which is weird for me because I'm always freezing. Which is my shirt. Remember my shirt? All right, so. All right, so here is my bow. And my thought is I'm going to put the bow here. And then I can hang this baby. What do you guys think about that? Oh, I've got it right over the word winter. I do think that I need to grab this. Like, I think that that's doable now. Let me see. Is that too much blue? What do you guys think? Is that too much blue, or should I go for it? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and go for it. All right. I'm gonna put the blue on my ribbon. Then when I get a chance offline, I'm gonna go ahead and put my ribbon on my. Oops. Ooh, that was hot. That was hot glue. Oh. It didn't stick on there very well. Okay. Oh, it was melting the plastic. I got it on too high. All right, so this is what my project looks like. What do you guys think? What do you think? Okay, one last thing, if you can hang with me. I am going to take these. I just think they're just, the idea is just so cute. I'm going to take these little bells, and I am going to thread them through a piece of pretty little iridescent, if this works, ribbon. Very, very small little ribbon. I just wanted to make a bow and hang these off the bow. Wouldn't that be cute? Like they are part of the laces. Like these are the laces, you know? Okay, so see, there we go. So I'll do one and show you, and then I can do the other offline so y'all don't have to sit around and wait with me the whole time. Okay, my idea is this. All right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to tie it in a bow. Tie a bow. It's just very, very delicate ribbon. Okay, I'm going to tie it in a bow, and I'm going to put another bell on it. Then I'm going to hang it off my skates, because I think it's really going to round everything out. I think it's going to make it all come together nicely, and just puts that extra touch, you know, because this is more than a one-dimensional project. It's got multimedia, right, or medium, whatever. Chalk paste and ink and fabric and wood and all the florals and yada, yada, yada. Okay, let me put one in place and I'll show you what my idea was for that. So right up where the laces would be, I'm going to put this bow, and just imagine I will put the other one in place. I just told you it was hot, didn't I? Let me put that one there. Well, I'll hold it for just a second and then I'll show it to you, okay? All right, got to imagine my bow on here. Like I said, I'll put it on after a bit. After, oh, I think the glue's dry now. And then I have my little shoelaces with bells hanging off. What do you guys think? You like it? All right, well, thank you so much for joining me. Have a fabulous afternoon, and come back and see us